Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. This is biology session, story of microorganisms. We have completed the lesson. In today's class, let us discuss the questions which appeared in the previous Olympiads from this chapter. So before going to that, let us review the concept very quick. Are you ready children? What are microorganisms? What are microorganisms? Organisms which cannot be seen by naked eyes is called a microorganism, or it is also called a microbe. We need a microscope to see a microbe, isn't it? So types of microorganisms: the bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa, viruses. These are all the microorganisms. Okay. What are bacteria? Bacteria are microscopic organisms which have cell walls but do not have nucleus. Some bacteria are autotrophic, but most of them are heterotrophic. The bacteria are found in different places. They are of different shapes. They are like rod shape, okay, spiral, spherical, and comma shaped. For example, rhizobium, Escherichia coli, Pseudomonas, Streptococcus. These are all the bacteria. Algae. Algae are green plants which are simple in structure. A cell of algae contains cell wall and chloroplast. Algae are autotrophs. Some algae are microscopic. For example, Chlamydomonas, Spirogyra. Okay. Fungi. Fungi have cell walls and nucleus in their cells but do not have chloroplast. Fungi are saprophytes which feed on dead and decomposing organisms. Okay. Almost all fungi are microscopic except mushrooms. Example: yeast, rhizopus, bread mold, aspergillus, penicillium, etc. Protozoa. Protozoa are unicellular organisms. They do not have cell wall and chloroplast, but they have nucleus. They are eukaryotic. Amoeba, Plasmodium, Paramecium. Some of them are free living and some of them are parasitic. Okay. Viruses. Viruses are also ultra microscopic, but they are not considered as living beings. They are considered as borderline between living and non-living. So don't be an opinion that all microorganisms are harmful. There are many microorganisms out there which are useful. They are called friendly microorganisms. Our day starts with microorganisms and ends with microorganisms. Do you agree, children? Lactobacillus, the bacteria which converts milk into curd. Yeast, which is used in the fermentation, different types of bakery food materials which you are consuming, cakes, okay, puffs, etc., etc. They are all the fermented products produced by yeast. Okay, bread, idli, dosa, cakes, all these are. Antibiotics. These antibiotics are produced from microorganisms like fungi. A vaccine. Vaccine is made by a weak or killed microorganism. So you have the disease causing microbe. Okay. Fertility of the soil depends upon the microorganisms present in that. For example, blue-green algae fix the atmospheric nitrogen. Rhizobium bacteria live in the root nodules of leguminous plants. So these bacteria also help in the nitrogen fixation in the soil. Thus the microbes helps in improving the fertility. Cleaning the environment. Microbes are the natural scavengers. Okay. And harmful microorganisms can spread the diseases. Some of the diseases are communicable or infectious. Okay. What is a pathogen? A microbe which cause disease is called a pathogen. Some pathogenic diseases in man: malaria caused by Plasmodium, common cold virus, hepatitis virus, HIV AIDS. Okay, these are all the microbes. In plants also some diseases like citrus canker by bacteria, rust of wheat by fungi, yellow vein mosaic caused by virus, food poisoning. Okay, these are all harmful effects. Okay, so let us proceed. Okay, children, level 1 worksheet. Which of the following groups represent the bacterial disease? Cholera, tuberculosis, malaria, measles, smallpox, tuberculosis, malaria, typhoid, cholera, tuberculosis, typhoid, measles, cholera, anthrax, tuberculosis, typhoid. Okay, except the option D, remaining all contain some viral diseases. So here the correct option is D, all representing the bacterial disease. What term is given to small quantity of microbes or their parts, live or dead, which when injected into the body confer immunity against a number of diseases causing pathogens? What is that? Antibiotic, vaccine, serum, none of these. So it is the vaccine. A polio vaccine contains polio virus, which is inactive, which is heat killed. Okay. In the same manner, all the vaccines contain the respective inactive pathogen, which stimulate the body, which helps in developing the immunity against that particular disease. Okay. Match the column 1 and column 2. Select the correct match from the codes given below. In column 1, the terms are given. In column 2, their explanation. Pathogen. What is a pathogen? Vaccination, pasteurization, vector. Here in column 2, the carriers of diseases arrest growth of microorganisms, microbes that cause disease, gives immunity. So pathogen. A pathogen is a microorganism that causes disease. Vaccination. Vaccination develops the immunity or gives immunity. Pasteurization. It arrests the growth of microorganisms. Vector. Vector is a disease transmitting agent or carries the diseases. So here the correct option is A3, B4, C2 and D1. Gelatin-like substance used as a solidifying agent in the preparation of medicines and some food products such as puddings and jellies is produced from agar-agar, Pseudomonas, Lactobacillus, sargassum. Okay, it is the milky-like substance agar-agar. Which is the class of organism living in the body of termites that digest wood cellulose, converting it to soluble carbohydrates? Algae, bacteria, protozoa, nematode. It is the protozoa which is present in the termites that digest the wood cellulose. Okay, flagellated protozoans. Beer and wine are both alcoholic drinks which are produced from different sources. Select the correct statement regarding the production of each. Wine is prepared by fermentation of grapes and beer by decantation of barley. Wine is prepared by the fermentation of sugar in grapes and beer is fermentation of sugars in germinating barley. Wine is prepared by fermentation of sugar in barley and beer by fermentation of sugar in grapes. Which is the correct option? The correct option B. Wine is prepared by fermentation of sugar in grapes and beer is by fermentation of sugar in germinating barley. Identify the given microorganism and select the incorrect statement regarding this. So this is a fungi, okay, sporangia, hypha, mycelium. Here the option, it is a saprophyte commonly called as black bread mold. Number 2, second option, it reproduces by means of spores. Number 3, it results in the spoilage of food materials. And the last one, it is a parasitic fungi that causes various diseases in plants, animals and humans. Definitely the mycelium is present means it's a parasitic fungi. Cholera is a disease, whereas common cold is a dash disease. Cholera is a means which pathogen? Bacterial, viral protozoan, viral bacterial. It is the bacterial and the viral, first option. Cholera is a bacterial disease, whereas cold is a viral disease. The figure shows nitrogen cycle. Identify the missing terms which are marked as PQRS. So here this is the nitrogen cycle. We have to name the P, Q, R and S. First, atmospheric nitrogen, it is converted to biological nitrogen fixation takes place, then the organic matter converted to ammonia, that is called mineralization. Okay. Next, ammonia converted to nitrites, nitrates are converted to nitrates. This process is called nitrification. Nitrites are converted to nitrates, and nitrates are again precipitated in the presence of, okay, precipitated means again nitrates are converted to nitrogen, that is called denitrification. Okay, what are the steps? Biological nitrogen fixation, mineralization, nitrification and denitrification. These are the 4 main steps in the nitrogen cycle. So here the P representing the biological fixation, okay, Q representing mineralization, R representing nitrification and S representing denitrification. So C is the correct option. DPT vaccine is given to an infant to protect against which diseases? Triple antigen it is also called. Diarrhea, paralysis, trauma, diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus, diphtheria, pertussis, typhoid. It is DPT, diphtheria, pertussis and tetanus. Pertussis is also called whooping cough. The medicines produced by microorganisms which in low concentration are antagonistic to the growth of other microorganisms are called vaccine, antibiotics, interferon, none of these. It is an antibiotics. They are produced from the microorganisms and they act against the microorganisms. Okay, these antibiotics may be produced from either fungi or bacteria. Okay, Heat treatment related to sterilization. Vaccination is related to pasteurization, immunization, fertilization, inoculation. Immunization. Okay? Heat treatment is sterilization, vaccination is immunization. Which of the following is a carrier? Housefly, female Anopheles mosquito, female Aedes mosquito. All of these. Yes, all of these are vectors or carriers of diseases. Okay? Select the correct sequence of microorganisms according to size, starting with the smallest. Coccus, virus, bacillus, mold, yeast, spirogyra. Virus, coccus, bacillus, mold, yeast, spirogyra. Virus, coccus, bacillus, yeast, mold, spirogyra. Virus, bacillus, coccus, yeast, mold, spirogyra. So it is the option C. Virus is the smallest, then coccus, bacteria, then bacillus, then yeast, mold, and spirogyra. Most fungi develop a multicellular mass of filaments that spreads through the organic matter they are using as food. This mass is called mycelium, hypha, sporangium, fruit body. It is a mycelium, okay, which helps in the absorption of organic matter. Microorganisms are used for the large scale production of alcohol, wine, and acetic acid. Here the X is used for commercial production of alcohol and wine. The process of conversion of sugar into alcohol is known as Y. What is X? Okay. So here X and Y terms are there. What is X term and what is Y term? So the Y term is nothing but the fermentation. I am giving clue. And what is X? Lactobacillus, streptococcus, yeast, penicillium. Which is used in the fermentation? Yes, yeast. Once again, similar question. Microorganisms are used for the large scale production of alcohol and wine and acetic acid. X is used in the commercial production of alcohol and wine. The process of conversion of. So what is Y here now? It is the process called fermentation. Okay. Match the different organism in column 1 with the related characteristics in column 2 and select the correct option from the codes given below. Entamoeba histolytica, bacteriophage, rhizopus, chlamydomonas here, CHLA. Okay, chlamydomonas. And the column 2, their explanation is given. An alga which carries out photosynthesis, a protozoan that causes disease in human beings by living in the large intestine of humans, a virus which infects a bacterial cell, a common black bread mold. Let us match first, then select the code. Entamoeba. Entamoeba is a protozoan parasite which lives in the human intestine and causes a disease called amoebiosis. Bacteriophage is a virus which infects the bacterial cell. Rhizopus, it is also known as a common black bread mold. Chlamydomonas is an algae which carry out photosynthesis. Okay. So here A2, B3, C4, D1. Azotobacter is a curd producing bacteria, nitrogen fixing bacteria, immunizing bacteria, bacteria used for making alcohol. It is a nitrogen fixing bacteria. Which of the following is a incorrect match? Incorrect means wrong. Alexander Fleming, penicillin, it's correct. Louis Pasteur, fermentation, it's also correct. Edward Jenner, vaccination, it's also correct. Anton von Leeuwenhoek, sterilization, this is wrong. Okay, so incorrect one we have to select option D. Our atmosphere has 78% of nitrogen gas. Nitrogen is one of the essential constituents of all living organisms as a part of proteins, chlorophyll, nucleic acid and vitamins. Select the correct statement related to nitrogen. Not useful for plant, important for growth of plants and is taken by all plants from the air. Important for the growth of the plants, but only some plants absorb the nitrogen present in the air directly. Important for the growth of the plants, but no plant can absorb the nitrogen present in the air directly. Okay, here we have to select the correct statement. So, important for the growth of the plants, but only some plants absorb the nitrogen present in the air directly. Okay, not all. Next, read the given statements and select the correct option. Statement 1. The chemical substances produced by microorganisms which in low concentration are antagonistic to the growth of other microorganisms are called as antibiotics. Statement 2. A preparation of a dead or attenuated pathogen which when injected into a healthy person provides immunity against a number of diseases is called a vaccine. Both statement 1 and 2 are true, and statement 2 is the correct explanation of the statement 1. Both statement 1 and 2 are true, but statement 2 is not correct explanation of statement 1. Statement 1 is true, but statement 2 is false. Both statements 1 and 2 are false. What is the correct one? So here both the statement 1 and 2 are true, but the statement 2 is not explaining correctly the statement 1. Food preservation ensures that the food lasts a longer time without getting spoiled. Which of the following method is used to preserve the food materials? Drying and dehydration, sterilization, saltation and sweetening. All of these. Yes. Food preservation is nowadays modern technologies we are using. Okay. So almost all these methods are the food preserving methods only. Okay. Amoebic dysentery is a disease caused by dash, whereas smallpox is a disease caused by dash, means pathogen. Amoebic dysentery, bacteria virus, protozoa bacteria. Okay, here protozoa and virus. Amoebic dysentery, protozoa. Smallpox is caused by virus. We have completed the level 1. Now enter into the level 2. Few questions are there. The microorganism which is given in the figure, you have to identify. The phase in the life cycle of bacteria, the bacteria that eats other bacteria, the virus that causes the bacteria as a host. Okay, the virus which uses bacteria as a host, that means bacteriophage. Okay, none of the above. So here the bacteria, so the virus that causes bacteria as a host, that uses bacteria as a host is this virus, phage virus, bacteriophage virus. The bacteria have been grouped into 4 different types based on their shapes. Identify the different types and select the correct statement regarding this. The figure is a little bit blurred. Okay. So here P, Q, R, S are given. R spiralum. Okay. And this is a comma shaped. Okay. This is oval shaped. Okay, it's rod shaped. So the statement you have to select. Vibrio cholera is an example of the type S, comma shaped, which cause cholera. Lactobacillus is an example of type P, okay, spherical, which helps in the curdling of milk. Next, the type R bacteria are rod shaped, that is actually spiral shaped, and are called as bacilli bacteria. Okay, rod shaped bacteria are called bacilli bacteria only, but here the type R is given. The type S bacteria are common shaped bacteria and are called as cocci bacteria. No. So here the Vibrio cholerae, comma shaped bacteria, or the type Fs, which cause cholera. Study the given figure and select the correct statements regarding these. P and Q are given. Okay. P represents a unicellular green alga. Q represents a parasitic protozoa. Q causes the disease in human beings. Both the organisms P and Q cannot synthesize their own food. Here you have to select this type of questions are called analytical approach type questions. Okay. Here the correct statements. P represents unicellular organism, yes, Chlamydomonas. Q represents a parasitic protozoan, yes. Q causes a disease, definitely. So first three statements are correct. The bacteria are single-celled organisms that vary in shape and size. The given below are the figures of different bacteria. Identify the bacillus. The bacillus is rod-shaped bacteria. Okay. The type of bacteria shown in the figure are. So this type of group of bacteria which are oval shaped. What is that? Bacillus, coccus, spirillum, vibrio. It is the coccus. Okay, children. I hope you followed the worksheet. This is only a few questions from this lesson, which Olympiad model questions. There are many questions which appear in the exam. Okay, please go through the lesson. Okay, children. Thank you for watching our video. So please visit our website www.aimstoday.in for other information regarding the online classes, quizzes, live worksheets, activities, English class and coding, etc. Okay, please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.